Good evening, everybody, and welcome to August month edition of Golden Bee International Children's Film Festival. And we just watched a very beautiful and very touching short film called Things Must
Good evening,
Change,
everybody, and
directed
welcome
by
to.
Aeshwarya Thakur. And Aishwarya is with us today for a brief discussion. Aishwarya, on behalf of Golden Bee International Children's Film Festival, I would like to welcome you to this brief discussion.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Uh, Ashwarya, I was going through your profile. You are an architect by profession. You're also a writer, and now you're also experimenting with cinema. So, would you like to briefly take us, into your journey of life, your professional journey, and what all you love to do, and how come you've reached, till cinema? Why you are making this kind of film, and why you have touched upon this very sensitive issue in your short film.
I graduated in architecture, and while I was taking a break from pursuing architecture professionally, I moved to my village. And this particular family, the main characters of my film, Raju, Rekha, and and their parents, they were living as tenants at a farmhouse. So I used to observe them every day, and it was this entire movie, it was not pre-planned. It was a very impromptu step to actually, it was basically a documentation of their routine activities. I used to observe them. Rekha, she's an autistic child, and Raju used to take care of her sister and used to include her in each and every routine activity. So it really touched my heart that this is how things should be. How anybody who's intellectually disabled, he should, or she should be included in mainstream, and be treated just as any normal child, so that the socialization is I mean, the person doesn't leave, isn't left behind, and isn't alienated in the entire socialization process. So I just documented it. It was not pre-planned, it was not pre-scripted. So later on, I thought that I could just put these shots together, and could actually put forward a message which could help people understand that how important it is to include people who are disabled, or probably who are not able to comprehend cognitively, in mainstream, and instead of alienating them. So yeah, it was a very amateur attempt at first. And apart from freelancing as an architect and writing, this was just an experimentation. So it's not a very pre-planned thing. Yeah.
No, but quite a sensitive attempt, I would say, in terms of portraying this kind of relationship between brother and sister, and especially when there is a disability issue also involved in it. You just mentioned that you shot this film when you were on a maybe a break in your village. So I thought, when I first saw the visuals, I thought, it has been shot somewhere in Delhi near Yamuna. But you just mentioned it was shot somewhere else. So where exactly the location was?
It's in a village in Himachal near Baddi. So it's a
Okay.
farmhouse, and yeah, so it's shot in Himachal.
Okay. So, to convey the sentiments, you have tried to use a very beautiful background score. There's this song that, that is there in the background throughout the film. So why, and so what was the, like, who created that song and who sung that song, and why you thought that a song is required in this kind of film? Why not maybe a storyline in a voiceover you could have used, to communicate with the audience?
Actually, I wanted the dialogue to be minimal. I wanted the expression and the activities of children to actually tell the story itself. It has a certain symbolic treatment to it. And the score that I've chosen, it's by Enya. It's Evening Falls, and she's a famous Nordic singer. So even the background score, it creates a sort of just a background. It doesn't overpower the narrative which is being created through the short film itself. And I have not muted the original sound where the brother Raju, he's trying, he's blowing a whistle and trying to entertain his sister. so that a bit of authenticity is also maintained, and there is no dialogue, there is no conversation. Entire thing is actually reflected very symbolically. Anybody can interpret it in their own form and can just focus on the visuals, how um, things should be treated. So that was the intent.
Yeah. So, like, this is, if I'm not wrong, this is your debut short film. So,
Yes, yes, indeed.
yeah. So, after this first experiment, are you thinking more seriously in terms of making films in the coming future? Would you like to see
Oh,
yourself as evolving as a filmmaker in the coming years?
well, my life journey has been very unpredictable, and I've been doing one thing sometime, and the other thing the other time, writing. And presently, I am working on a book on Sufism. So currently, there's nothing in the pipeline yet. But life, you never know what if an idea strikes, and if I could materialize it, nothing better than that.
Wonderful. So, thank you so much, Aishwarya, for bringing this beautiful film to our festival. And quite, it's very difficult to document this kind of sentiments, especially when the disability element is involved. And I think that's a good attempt by you. And we look forward to see more of your cinema maybe in the coming years or coming months. And best wishes from our team for your journey as a experimenter, as a person who loves doing a lot of different things. So once again, thank you for taking out time and joining us today for this brief discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And it was a wonderful experience to be showcasing my amateur attempt at Golden Bee. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashwarya. Bye bye.
Bye bye.